Hello everyone. In this video lecture, we shall discuss about the special function. In many problems of mathematics, physics, and engineering, we come across the second order linear differential equations, whose solution gives rise to special functions, which are so called as they are different from standard functions like sine, cosine, exponential, logarithm, etc. One of the Bessel function is a special function is a Bessel function. Bessel function is a solution of Bessel's differential equation. Bessel's equation was studied by Friedrich Bessel in year 1784 to 1846. He is the director of Astronomical Observatory in connection with his work on planetary motion. The equation appears prominent in a wide range of applications, such as steady and unsteady diffusion in a cylindrical region, one-dimensional wave propagation, and diffusion in a variable cross-section media. Now we shall see about the Bessel's functions and Bessel's differential equation. The differential equation x square d2y by dx square plus x dy by dx plus x square minus n square times y equal to 0 is called Bessel's equation, where n is a non-negative real number and its particular solution is called as Bessel's function of order n. Thus, Bessel's function is given by Jn of x is equal to summation runs from 0 to infinity of minus 1 raised to r x by 2 raised to n plus 2r 1 upon r factorial into gamma of n plus r plus 1. Let us see various properties of Bessel's functions, which we use in future for solving the example. So the first property is j minus n of x is equal to minus 1 raised to n jn of x, where n is a positive integer. So by definition of Bessel's function, we have Jn of x is equal to summation from 0 to infinity of minus 1 to the power r x by 2 raised to power n plus 2r into 1 upon gamma of n plus r plus 1 into r factorial. As we need j minus n of x, so replacing here n by minus n, we get j minus n of x is equal to summation minus 1 raised to r x by 2 raised to minus n plus 2r 1 upon minus n plus r plus 1 into r factorial. But as we know, the gamma function is defined only for a positive real number. So when we put r is equal to 0 up to n minus 1, gamma function will not define. Therefore, we rewrite this as summation from r is equal to n to infinity of these terms. Now, let r minus n is equal to s. As for a Bessel's function, summation should start from 0 to infinity, so we take r minus n is equal to s. Now when r is equal to n, s will become 0. And when r takes the upper limit, s takes the infinity. Therefore, equation 3 changes to, remember this substitution need to be used only for solving the summation. So changes should be done only on the right hand side, whereas left hand side remains unchanged. So that's why j minus n of x is equal to, let us see the change, summation. Now it will start from s equal to 0 to infinity. New variable of sum is s minus 1 to the power. Here r, what is the value of r from this substitution? It is n plus s. So n plus s. X by 2 minus n plus 2, again r get replaced by n plus s, 1 upon. Now r minus n is s, so plus 1, again r is s plus n factorial. Now let us see what are the changes occurs. So let us simplify this. So after simplification we get the power of x by 2s n plus 2s, whereas s plus n factorial can be written as gamma of s plus n plus 1, and gamma of s plus 1 can be written as s factorial because of the properties of the gamma functions. So this get changes to applying law of indices. So it is minus 1 raised to n, taking outside, it is acting as constant because summation runs over s. Then minus 1 raised to s, x by 2 raised to n plus 2s, 1 upon gamma of s plus n plus 1 s factorial. If in the summation definition of jn of x, if we replace r by s, we get exactly the same expression. So we can write this complete term as jn of x. Therefore jn minus of x is equal to j minus n of x is equal to, it is minus 1 raised to power n into jn of x is the result which we want. Now the second property is jn minus of x is equal to minus 1 raised to n jn of x, where n is a positive integer. So again we'll start with the Bessel's function jn of x, as we want jn of minus x. So replace x by minus x. Now here we'll apply law of indices. So minus 1 is one term and another term will be x by 2. So it is minus 1 raised to n plus 2r and x by 2 raised to n plus 2r, whereas remaining term will remain as it is. Minus 1 to the power n by law of indices can be taken outside the summation, minus 1 to the power r, and then minus 1 to the power 2r will be always positive, because when we put r as 0, 2r will be 0, minus 1 to the power 0 is 1, then n r equal to 1, 2r will be 2, minus 1 to the power 2 is 1. So minus 1 to the power 2r is always 1. So we have this term, and again the remaining term as it is. Again if I'll compare this with this expression, so this is nothing but jn of x. Hence we have minus 1 raised to n into jn of x, and in this way we get the second property for Bessel's function. Now let us move on to how to solve examples using these properties and the definition of Bessel's function. So the first example is, prove that j half of x is equal to root 2 by pi x sin x. So we'll start with definition of Bessel's function. So we can write it as x by 2 raised to n plus 2r by law of indices can be written as x by 2 raised to n, which we take outside the summation because it is a constant term. Remaining terms are minus 1 to the power r, then r factorial, gamma of n plus r plus 1, and then x by 2 raised to 2r is remaining. Now simplify the sum. So put r equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 like this. Now for r equal to 0, we have minus 1 to the power 0, which is 1, 1 factorial, again 1, gamma of r0, so n plus 1 only. Then x by 2 r0, so x by 2 raised to 0 is 1. So for r equal to 0, the term will be 1 upon gamma of n plus 1. Likewise, we write the term for n r equal to 1, r equal to 2 like this. Now, what we observe here, we can write gamma of n plus 2 as n plus 1 into gamma of n plus 1 by using the property of gamma function. Similarly, gamma of n plus 3 can be written as n plus 1 n plus 2 into gamma of n plus 1. We observe here that gamma of n plus 1 is common. Taking it common, writing remaining term as it is. Now, as we wish to find gamma j of half of x, so now put n equal to half. N equal to half everywhere. Now, we have gamma of half plus 1, that is 3 by 2. Gamma of 3 by 2 is half gamma of half, again by property of gamma function. Simplifying the remaining terms. Now, what we observe here, we have 1 minus x square by 3 factorial plus x to the power 4 by 5 factorial. Whereas we want a sine series in a required result. So let us multiply by x the entire term as well as divide. So 1 by x multiplying each term by x. Now here we observe this bracket term is nothing but a sine series. Therefore this is written as sine x. Now simplifying this, root x upon x is root x, root 2 by 2, root 2 1 upon root 2 is root 2 and pi. Like this we get the proof, the desired result, that is j half of x is root 2 by root pi x sine x. Now similarly we shall prove the second problem. Prove that j minus 1 by 2 of x is under root of 2 by pi x cos x. So start with definition of Bessel's function. Again taking the constant term outside, that is x by 2 raised to n. Then put r equal to 0, 1 to 3, that is applying the sum. We get this as we did earlier. Now after this, writing gamma of n plus 2 as n plus 1, n plus 2 like this and simplifying. Now we want j minus 1 of 1 by 2 of x. So put n equal to minus 1 by 2x. We get, so it is x raised to power minus 1 by 2, 2 raised to power minus 1 by 2. Now put n is equal to minus 1 by 2. So we have gamma of 1 by 2. Then we have 1 minus n is equal to minus 1 by 2. So this will be x square upon 2 factorial. The next will be plus x to the power 4 upon 4 factorial. Likewise simplifying the terms, so we have what we observe here. Here we can write it as 1 upon 2 raised to power minus 1 by 2 is nothing but root 2. Then this is x to the power minus half in the denominator and then pi. Simplifying, so what we have this as nothing but a cosine function, which is a series for the cosine function. Like this it is proved. Thank you.